Hello everyone, my name is Jose Gallegos, and today we're going to be doing a training video, or an end user training video for the Salesforce org that Steve Partain, Garen Johnson, and I made for a Talent Stacker Career Development Program. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Here is the topics we're going to be covering today. One thing I want to mention about this is all these topics are going to be timestamped down below in this video. So you can click on any area that you're interested in learning about and how to do, and go to that section in the timestamp and you'll find more information on it. Let's go ahead and back out of this. We're going to go into our org here, and we're going to start with just some basic navigation. So this is how the org looks right when you log in, and one of the more important things that you want to know right off the bat is that up along the top here are your tabs. Clicking on these is going to take you to list views of different objects up here. So when you log in, you're going to be on the leads tab here, and here is a list view for all the new leads we have in the new lead queue. So that's tabs. Next thing is we got the global search up here. You can search pretty much for anything, members, different fields inside records, anything you search. Kind of just think of it like a Google search, but for Salesforce. It's going to be up there. And over here you can go to view profiles, settings, and inside there you can change things like language, time zone, personal information, etc. That's a little bit about basic navigation. One other thing that you want to know here is that, let's say you want to add more tabs or up here and you need another object up here. What you can do is click on this little pencil up here in the top right corner. And as you can see, all this stuff here are the tabs that are along the top. So if you click add more items, all, and then you click the plus buttons, you can actually add those up there. I'm not going to do it right now, but just an example. Okay, next thing we want to talk about is that you can create records directly from the tabs. So you can create a record by clicking new right here when you're inside of a tab, or you can click the little drop down menu and click new right here. So that's one thing you can do. Now, the next thing that I want to talk about is the record layout overview. And that's going to be the leads right here. We're going to look at this lead, Harry Potter. Take a look at him here. So this is how the lead looks here. Along here we have the lead status. This is going to be kind of like your home base to see where you are with said lead. Have they been contacted, converted, etc. Up here you have the records highlight panel, which is going to show important information about the lead. And then down here you have your activity for the lead. So you can click on this button here to create a new task with a due date, etc. Assign it to a certain user. Over here you can create an event, and right here you can send an email to the user. It's going to send it right to their email address that's on file. That's a good way for you to communicate with the lead. That's a little bit about activity here as well. We just went over that. So the next important thing that you want to know here is converting a lead. So let's say this person has done the 5-day challenge and now they are ready to become a member. So what we can do right here is set the converted status to converted. All right, and what's going to happen there is it's going to put the screen up right here where we can create a new account. We're just going to put not provided because it's not important for our org to create accounts. It is important for us to create contacts though. So we're going to create Harry Potter here, and we're not going to create a new opportunity. So we'll hit convert. Give this a second to load. Okay, cool. So now we can go, contact is the same as member. So we'll go over to Harry Potter here. This is the member record. And as you can see, it's very similar to the lead record. It's got the records highlight panel up here that's got the important information. It's got the member status path. This is what the path that a member goes through as you're going through Talent Stack Career Development Program. On the right side here, you have related lists. We have our activity up here where you can see that when this new member was created, this task was given to the record owner saying to follow up with this member about study groups. So there's a lot of little automations built in as you go throughout the path for the contact owner, and some email sent out automatically to the member as well. That's a little bit about how the member record looks. One thing you want to know is member basic versus member plus. So whenever you convert a lead, it's automatically a member basic, and that means that they don't get the added benefits of getting a LinkedIn review and a mock interview review, or I'm sorry, and a mock interview. So let's just say that this person, Harry Potter, was actually a plus member. We can go over here where it says member record type right here and hit this little button to change them to member plus. We'll just hit save here. Just put the sign up date of today. And as you can see, the path changed. It now added the LinkedIn review and mock interview. Another thing that changed about it is if we go into the details, it actually has this member plus details here. The member basic doesn't have this section, so that's good to know as well. The next thing we want to tackle here is study groups. So study groups, you're going to find information on study groups right down here. As you can see, it says ready to join a study group. Let's say that this member, Harry Potter, is ready to join a study group. Let's say that they ready to join it, right? We'll hit save. Good to know. Excuse me. Saving is a little slow. And along this path, one good thing to know that I forgot to mention is there's key fields. You can click this little drop down arrow, and it's going to show you the key fields of each section. So let's say they joined. We'll mark this status as complete. Let's say they did the DIY setup of their LinkedIn. You pasted the URL there, save that, say that's complete. Now they're ready to join a study group. If you want to create a study group, what you're going to do is, you're going to want to keep in mind this information on the member record. You can go over here to study group members and click new. And once this loads, start again. Okay, so here, Harry Potter is going to be a study group member for Order of the Phoenix. I'm going to put him in this study group because I already created it, but if you want us to make a new one, you click a new study group. And that would look like this, where you can put the information about the study group. That's good to know. But for now, we're just going to put him in Order of the Phoenix and hit save. Alrighty. Now, as you can see, this study group is going to show up right here. So we'll just go down over here to study group details, and we'll say that he joined the Order of the Phoenix. The start date of the study group is the 10th, so I'll say that's, but he joined on the 11th. Let's say that he did end up completing his study group on the 28th. We'll put that right here and hit save. All right. Let me go over here. So he's done with that study group. Now, what the cool part about study groups is you can click on the study group name right here, and it'll actually show you the details of the study group and all the members in the study group. This is a little bit canonically not correct because Draco Malfoy was not in the Order of the Phoenix. He actually ratted them out. So that's kind of funny. We're going to go back here. We can hit the back button, go back to the member record. And now the next thing we're going to talk about is achievements, which is right here. So cool thing about the achievements is that whenever a member gets certified, when they complete a volunteer project, and when they land their jobs, it automatically creates achievements. So we can go down here to achievements, details, and kind of take a look at an example of that. So let's say that this member obtained their administrator certification. Gonna go over here and let's just say they obtained it today. Email address was put anything, because these are required fields in order to save this. And then if we want to verify their certification, what we can do is actually click on this link right here. You put in their email address and you can verify it that way. So that's a nice little touch for users. So it is verified. I'll go ahead and hit save here. And a few things are actually going to happen when the cert is obtained. The member and the record owner are going to get a congratulatory email with Talent Stacker branding. For example, right here, we're going to show that. Let's see. Right here. Here it is. Harry Potter, congratulations on earning your admin certification. As you can see, this is what the member is going to get, and it's what the contact owner gets. Another thing that happened is an achievement automatically gets created. So as you can see right here, this achievement got created. Another thing that happens is you become eligible for the volunteer project automatically once you get your admin certification. And if your cert date is more than 3 weeks ago, the contact owner gets an email to follow up with the member about the volunteer project. So those are just some automations that occur right when that happens. Let's go ahead and click achievement and take a look at this. We click on achievement, you can see this is what the achievement record looks like. If we wanted to create a new achievement, we can click the drop down menu right here and click new. And this is what the achievement would look like. Here you can put, like, for example, let's say that this user was getting another certification. Let's just say that that certification was the app builder certification. I'm not even sure if that's exactly the name, but we'll do that, and let's just say they got it this day and save. You can see that would show up there. Excellent. So that's a little bit about how to create new achievements and a little bit about some automations when achievements are automatically created. Next thing is the volunteer project. And as you can see, member certified but no volunteer project assigned. These are some conditional banners that come up during certain parts of the member process. So we'll mark this as complete. They're certified now, so we'll mark this as complete, and now it's time for the volunteer project. The volunteer project is very similar to the study group. We go over here and click new. And here you can create a new volunteer project by clicking here, which looks like this. You can choose volunteer project cohort, which is essentially just the month and the year, like this. You can create a new one for if it's the following month. For now, we're just going to put Harry Potter in this volunteer project and in the February cohort and hit save. You can create a new volunteer. Well, I already went over creating a new volunteer project, but now we can click this right here, VP. This is the volunteer project record. If we click on this, this is what the volunteer project looks like, and it tells you all the members of volunteer project 0001 here. So that's pretty neat as well. Very similar to the study group. Okay, so he joined this volunteer project, so we're going to come down here, click that he joined, choose the join date. Let's just say it was, you pick the date. Let's just say they completed it on, whatever. Let's just say this date was like, let's say he joined that day. Let's say that he completed it today. Normally volunteer projects last a month, but this is just for the sake of doing this. Okay, awesome. Volunteer project is complete. As you can see, the achievement automatically gets created. That is done through a flow, and the user doesn't have to actually do this. It gets automatically done. So now we can mark the volunteer project as complete. And as you can see, we got Leonardo DiCaprio here from Great Gatsby, congratulating you for completing your volunteer project. So now we're going to go into this next part, which is the DIY interview prep. Let's just say that they're done with that too. So we'll mark that as done. Now the next part is LinkedIn review and mock interview. So for this, we're going to scroll down here. This is the member plus details. I'm going to Dribble these down, open this up. And here, let's just say that for the LinkedIn review, they paid. We'll hit save. Let's say that we pick the review date. Say it's complete. We'll hit save. These are all the fields for those. Once you complete all the fields for those, we'll just mark that as complete. Excuse me. We'll mark these as complete as well. And hit save. So there's some automations that occur when that happens. So when the LinkedIn review is complete, you'll get something that looks like this. Hello, Jose. Harry Potter has completed their LinkedIn review. Please follow up by doing these. This is a link to the record. Same thing with the mock interview. You get the automated email telling them to do these things. Upload the video of their mock interview recording, etc. So those things occur. Awesome. Those are some just automations that occur with LinkedIn review and mock interview review. Let's put that as complete. The next thing I want to talk about is the interview object over here. So now that we've done the mock interview, this member is going to start interviewing. We can say, awesome, let's go ahead and log a new interview. To do that, you just click on the drop down menu and click new. These are the fields for creating an interview here. Let's just say it's admin interview for Harry Potter. And the company. So the cool thing here is that you can create a new company. If he was going to start working somewhere and it's a company that's not on the list yet, we're going to make Harry Potter work for Hogwarts, but I just want to show you what that looks like. We created a record type here for if it's an external volunteer project, but we'll just go with this first one. It's a paid position. This is what the new company looks like. You're just going to put the company contact email, their website, and the company name. But ours is already created. It's Hogwarts. So we're going to choose that. Say the interview date was here. Job title was administrator. Salary is $70,000. Results was offer accepted. We'll hit save. Awesome. That's really great to know. Harry Potter just got, had his interview over here for Hogwarts. So let's say if the offer is accepted, what you want to do is go up here to contact details. And we want to make sure that we change his current company to Hogwarts. And the start date, let's just say the start date's actually going to be in the 1st of March. Let's save. So the cool thing about creating the company here on the member record is that when you click on Hogwarts here, you can see actually all the members who have interviewed for Hogwarts and who are currently working there down here. So you see Draco Malfoy is currently working at Hogwarts. So is Harry Potter. That's really cool. A thing that's built in with the company object there. So it's awesome. They landed their job. Go over here. And that is fantastic. This testimonial is when the member reaches out and says that they have, in fact, got their job and they're working. So let's save. That's all done. And essentially, you're done with this member. This member went through the whole process. We've helped them get a job. Perfect. What are some other things I want to go over? Is support cases. So now, if there's any issues that a member has, you go over here, and if you click on this button here, this is our website, by the way. Members can come on here, and let's say if they have any questions or need any help, they can send an email to this email address. It's going to automatically create a case for them. And that case is going to show up down here. Let's do an example of that real quick. I'm going to go over here and hit compose. We're going to send the email send the email address to this test case. Let's just say that this is one of the members reaching out saying they have a problem, right? So if we go over here to Harry Potter, because I'm sending it from this email address here, if I hit refresh, case should appear here on the bottom. Let me see if it's sent. Might take a while to load, so I'll refresh it one more time. Not loading, but we'll do an example here with, we'll go to cases, and we'll show Eric Clapton. Down here, when you send it from the email address that they have, the case will show up like that. So go ahead and go back to Harry Potter here. I'll refresh it one more time to see if it went through. It didn't, but it's probably because it's slow to load right now, or I goofed up at some point. But now we're going to talk about at risk. So this is when a member is found to be losing motivation, exhibits discouragement, is not really following the path. If this was the case, you can click right here, click at risk, make sure you choose an at risk state, type in your at risk reason, not passing cert, and hit save. So what's actually going to happen right now is I'm the contact owner, as you can see up here. What's going to happen is it's going to change contact owner to Bradley Rice and create a task for him to follow up with this member. So we'll hit save. A little slow because it has to do this automation. One thing you have to note about this is that the members are private, meaning that each user, they only have access to members that they're the owners of. So once it changes owner, as a user, you're no longer going to have access to this member once you click at risk. So it might redirect you to a page that has like an error screen. Just know that that is normal because it's switching it to Bradley Rice, and it's creating a task for Bradley to reach out for the member within 24 hours. So that's the at-risk feature. The next thing I want to go over is SDocs, which is up here. So one thing we could do with SDocs is if you click on this button up here, and generate a member progress report, which is right here. If you click on it right here and hit next step, it's going to generate that for us. This is a tool we can use to email to the member, ask them for updates on it, ask them if it's correct. So we can click on it right here. You can email it right here, but you can click on this to view it first. As you can see, it's going to have these checkboxes for every step of the process that they've completed. Right here, they're at risk, as you can see, because I marked that. And it's going to show all their information. So you can email this to them and ask them if it's correct. It's just a really great tool for our organization. So we're going to go back here. And that is pretty much our org here. So the last thing I want to say is, if you want to learn more, that there's Salesforce training on Trailhead by going to these websites right here. And lastly, if you have any questions, please put them down in the comments below, and I will try and help you as best I can. Also, go ahead and reach out to me, and we can try and answer those questions. Thank you very much. Appreciate you for watching, and have a great day. Bye.